said in the beginning, the Portuguese crisis is on the doors. Portugal became the third European country to ask for the EU and IMF financial aid. At the same time, the EU finance ministers are demanding tougher conditions, trying to draw a line under the destabilizing debt crisis. And with us to discuss the Portuguese crisis now in our studio is Mr. Mohamed El-Alfy, the political and the economic expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
First of all, we need a definition of the Portuguese economy at the beginning, to start with.
Yes, 30 years ago, the Portuguese economy relies on the traditional industries and like agriculture and cork and fisheries sector as a normal economy looking for stability. But in the last 30 years, they went to the easy profits, to rely on the consumer economy and rely on the services. Mm-hmm. And this services exceed 50% from the map of the Portuguese economy. That was the situation, and I would like to remind our viewers here also, 3 months ago we said here in the same program, in the same studio, that is the Portuguese economy in danger, and they are going to difficult situation. And at this time, the Portuguese government was denied and said we are in a strong situation. But I think now we was right when we said they are facing difficulties due to the financial crisis.
What do you think laid the foundation or the reason behind that crisis from your perception?
Anyway, this crisis, it's a duplicate copy from what happened in Greece and Ireland.
And Ireland?
Yes. Any economy rely on the services and allow to the trans-international companies to lead his economy, they can grow at any time. So they rely on, they went to the fast trap also, like Ireland and Greece, and Spain is coming to within less than 1 month.
Right. As we are talking about similar crises, of course, you've talked about Greece and Ireland.
Yes.
And already they have taken a step before Portugal. How do you think Portugal is different from the other similar experiences or the previous experiences of Greece and Ireland?
There is not a similarity between the three cases, because all of them went to the same trap, rely on the services, and neglect the traditional economy. Mm-hmm. I know the traditional economy is not achieving a fast profit, is not achieving a fast movement to the trans-international groups, but he can achieve stability. He can achieve stability. They neglect it. But also Portugal can recover. The Portuguese economy can recover, but they need a rescue plan, fast rescue plan.
A fast rescue plan. I mean, the Eurozone finance ministers told Portugal earlier that it would have to implement new economic reforms that went beyond those proposed by its outgoing government if it hoped to secure aid from the European Union and the IMF. So did Ireland and Greece meet such reforms before receiving IMF and EU financial aid?
The Ireland and the Greece and Portugal can't achieve the reforms or can't obey all the instructions of the EU bank, because the first point is to instruct them to reduce the governmental spending, and he asks them more than 50% to reduce the governmental spending, and that is not the solution. I'm sorry to say that is a solution. You are giving him a solution, just talk, but you are killing him. If you will ask him to reduce more than 50% or 40% from the government spending, so you are asking him to fire a million of workers to the streets, and that will affect at the society. That is not that is not the government spending anywhere in the world. Is not that is not a personal spending. It's for insurance, for health, to pay wages. But to ask him to reduce this, that means you are destroying it, and you are put him under pressure to go to instability inside his society, and you are open a new channel to the extreme parties to lead these countries in Europe. And that is what happened now in Ireland and Greece and Portugal.
Right. We all know that the Portuguese Prime Minister José Sócrates resigned last month after Parliament rejected a new round of budget austerity that was meant to help the country meet its deficit reduction targets for 2011. So do you think that Sócrates predicted this scenario and he tried to avoid it maybe because he thought he would not be able to handle the situation, or he thought the situation would be too loose to be handled rationally?
The problem not about the prime minister or about any minister or any president in the three countries. The problem about the monetary of the union. Now we are dealing with three big countries in Europe. Now they have nothing. They have no budget. They have no money to pay salaries. That's happened now in Greece.
Greece, Ireland, Portugal, and Spain is on the doors.
Yes, Spain is coming. Zapatero said we are strong. We will not ask for the EU support. But from here, I will say he's going to ask support less than 1 month.
Don't you see similarities between the declarations of each government, which is also similar to the statements declared by leaders of the Arab world before they undergo the revolution? I mean, and the scenario is the same?
The scenario is the same because there is not...
So again, this leads us to point zero, or to scratch again. Why don't they